Do you want to know why negative thoughts just keep looping in your mind? Your brain ruminates because it actually thinks it's helping. Rumination is simply your mind trying to solve a problem, prevent a mistake, or protect you from pain. The issue is not the thought itself, it's that your brain or your mind keeps replaying the thought long after it's potentially become useful. To break this loop, the first step is acceptance. You don't need to stop the thought, and trying to shut it down just usually makes it grow in its influence. Instead, just remind yourself that this thought is somewhere in your mind, but it's a small part of not only your mind, but also your whole body. You've got a bunch of space and a whole body around that thought that you can choose what to do with, even while that thought's still there. That's how you reduce its power and its influence. Not by trying to eliminate it, but just reminding yourself that it's just one small part of you. The next step is just to try and notice the thought and name what's happening. So you can just simply say to yourself, I'm noticing that my mind is replaying that thought again. That creates a little bit of distance and actually activates this front part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for more choiceful decision making and more emotional regulation. So you can respond to the thought from a more intentional place. And finally, step 3 is just try and name the function of the thought. Say to yourself, what is my mind trying to protect me from right now by replaying this thought over and over again? You might be able to answer that question, you might not. Either way, just remind yourself and normalize the idea that your brain is just trying to protect you, and you get to choose whether or not it's offering up the right option at that time. And finally, just redirect your attention gently. Take a slow, deep breath, try and ground yourself into the ground and just change your body posture. All of these things activates your brain to stop reacting from the more animalistic part of your brain at the back here and from the more rational, emotionally regulated space in the front of your brain. That's why breathing and using your body when you're having intrusive thoughts is incredibly helpful, because it literally changes how your brain is seeing and viewing that thought. And that means the thought can stay there, but it doesn't mean that it can pull you around all day into directions that you maybe don't want to go. This is a core acceptance and commitment therapy technique and tool. For more of these,